Welcome to Top Nations Today, your daily global roundup. In this episode, we bring you the top 5 news stories from the 15 most influential countries shaping our world. Let's dive into the headlines. Australia. 1. RBA holds cash rate at 3.85%, surprising markets expecting a cut, citing inflation uncertainty as the key reason. 2. Business confidence rebounds in June, with rising sales and job growth pointing to an economic recovery phase. 3. Qantas cyber attack follow-up. Weeks after its major data breach, AFP now engaged in investigating customer data exposure. 4. Noah Lolesio out of Lions series, sidelined after neck surgery. The Wallabies face a crucial test later this month. 5. Trade talks ahead of PM's China visit. Canberra aims to negotiate AI, green energy and digital deals during the Shanghai-Beijing trip. Canada. 1. Parliament greenlights $3 billion senior care funding, targeting home-based services and reduced wait times to ease hospital strain. 2. Transit strike in Toronto delayed, union and city now in talks, commuters sigh with relief as summer travel resumes. 3. Trade deficit improves in May, lifted by lumber and energy exports, economists warn volatility ahead. 4. E-commerce boom drives parcel volumes, Canada Post expands rural deliveries and hires seasonal staff. 5. New vaping regulations passed, banning flavored products and tightening ID verification for youth protection. China. 1. Tariffs escalate. China warns of retaliation after U.S. threatens 25% tariffs on Japan and Korea. 2. Shine files for Hong Kong IPO, sidestepping London listing. Debate grows over valuation and regulatory benefits. 3. China maintains rare earth control, emphasizing their strategic role as manufacturing tensions rise. 4. Domestic tech firms boost AI investments, government-backed apps aim to rival U.S. platforms. 5. Tariff fears hit exporters, automakers begin to reroute supply chains to mitigate U.S. import duties. France. 1. UN vote on fossil fuel phase-out underway, France joins global call amid divided international bloc. 2. Macron begins UK state visit, emphasizing transatlantic cooperation on AI, defense, and trade. 3. Farmer protests continue, tractors block Bordeaux roads amid ongoing fuel tax disputes. 4. Rail strikes hit SNCF, commuters warned of delays over pension reform fight. 5. Anti-deepfake laws enter Senate, targeting election integrity and AI-generated misinformation. Germany. 1. Germany pledges air defense support for Ukraine, reinforcing NATO's eastern flank amid rising tensions. 2. Inflation cools to 2.5%, lifting household spirits, future energy costs remain a concern. 3. Lufthansa pilots call strike, citing fatigue and stalled deals, risking summer flight cancellations. 4. AI Expo underway in Berlin, featuring quantum and robotics tech from German startups. 5. Green Party urges emissions tracking, suggesting mileage-based fuel taxes tied to air pollution data. India. 1. 75,000 rupees crore road connectivity boost approved *, targeting rural education and agriculture access in monsoon. 2. Assam and Bihar floods escalate, over 100 killed, state rescue teams tackling rising waters. 3. Border tensions flare with Nepal, cattle smugglers blamed, both nations strengthen frontier patrols. 4. Supreme Court to review digital data bill, sparking debate on privacy versus security. 5. Mumbai rail service disrupted, power outage causes delays, promise of restoration before evening rush. Israel. 1. IDF widens Gaza operation, expanding ground offensive, humanitarian corridor remains narrow. 2. Mossad thwarts assassination plot, authorities silent, Israel praises covert action. 3. Tel Aviv protests over judiciary, thousands urge early election as the conflict deepens. 4. Netanyahu talks with U.S. envoy, focus on Iran drone deterrence and regional stability. 5. Iron Beam laser strike certified, hailed as a game-changer in counter-drone defense systems. Italy. 1. Venice flooded again, tourists evacuated, rising water threats push calls for MOS system upgrades. 2. Italian Navy rescues migrants, intercepting boats near Lampedusa after Mediterranean surge. 3. Meloni criticizes EU migration plan, says Italy shouldn't bear migration burden alone. 4. Agricultural yields threatened, heat wave damages olives and grapes ahead of summer harvest. 5. Milan bourses rally on merger rumors, Fiat Chrysler merger speculation sends share prices higher. Japan. 1. Yen drops amid U.S. tariff threats, BOJ warns of volatility and prepared to intervene. 2. Tokyo enacts AI tax law, revenue will fund elderly services and digital infrastructure. 3. Exporters reroute supply chains, automakers shift away from U.S. markets impacted by tariff risk. 4. Mount Fuji tourism ramps up, cleanliness concerns rise as visitor numbers hit a 3-year high. 5. BOJ holds rates steady, but flags caution over yen fluctuations and global slowdown effects. South Korea. 1. Won rebounds after tariff shock, central bank reassures stability amid global trade turmoil. 2. Seoul protest over U.S. tariffs, thousands gathered outside embassy calling for diplomatic action. 3. Chip exports jump 12%, AI demand supports tech manufacturing despite global headwinds. 4. Korea launches missiles, Seoul on alert while troops conduct defensive drills. 5. GOAT rolls out EV subsidies, easing pressure on exporters as auto shipments slow. Russia. 1. Kremlin mum on U.S. weapons support, says Ukraine arms clarity still months away. 2. Pro-Ukraine rally ban enforced, protest groups silenced ahead of elections. 3. Ruble firmer after BRICS digital currency news, markets cautiously optimistic. 4. Wagner forces near Belarus, NATO raises readiness along eastern perimeter. 5. Arctic shipping pact signed, Russia and China aim to shorten global trade routes. Saudi Arabia. 1. Aramco secures $10 billion investment with India, deal involves downstream refining and petrochem. 2. Gaza ceasefire framework mooted, Saudi Crown Prince meets Cairo and EU envoys. 3. Airport deploys facial recognition, aiming efficiency, privacy advocates voice concern. 4. $2.5 billion women-led startup fund, targeting female empowerment and economic diversification. 5. Diriyah earns UNESCO status, bolstering cultural tourism under Vision 2030. Turkey. 1. Ankara hosts Iran-Russia talks on Syria, seeking regional coordination on stabilization efforts. 2. Lira weakens past intervention, investors call for broader economic reform. 3. Istanbul ranks Europe's top airport, handling record 7.3 m passengers in June. 4. Ankara corruption probe deepens, $80 million ring busted -24 officials detained. 5. Drone exports expand, Turkey now selling to 30+ nations with Africa deals announced. United Kingdom. 1. Tax freeze unveiled by Starmer, targeting relief for households amid rising cost of living. 2. Heathrow workers' strike looms, airline schedule warnings sent to summer passengers. 3. MI6 warns of AI disinformation ahead, urging pre-election content safeguards. 4. Queen returns post-surgery, public appearances signal strong recovery and morale boost. 5. Drone squads patrol London night zones, trials aim to curb crime but raise privacy questions. United States. 1. $80 billion tech jobs bill signed, semiconductor incentives aim to reduce China dependency. 2. Trump calls for protests, after fresh indictment, security measures heighten in D.C. and states. 3. Exoplanet ice drill planned for 2026, NASA to test Mars rover for subsurface water access. 4. July 4th mass shootings reignite gun debate, calls for policy reforms intensify nationwide. 5. California wildfires spread 70,000 plus acres, evacuations and air quality alerts put residents on edge. That's your global briefing for today. Like, subscribe, and join us tomorrow for another round of worldwide updates, only on Top Nations Today.